you know that fighting cavity or tooth decay starts before you give birth, or let's say before your baby teeth begin to erupt, begin to come out? That is the right time to start fighting against this cavity causing bacteria or bacteria that causes tooth decay. And this is for any parents that has hole in their teeth. If you are watching this video, you know you have filled your teeth before, you have cavity or tooth decay probably before, and it is no longer paining you, or you have filled it before. There is every tendency that your child will have cavity, because as I said before, this is a bacterial infection and it is transmittable. So now what do you do? If your child is still very small, or you're still pregnant or about to conceive, the thing you will do is that you prepare ahead. Okay, let's say if you are still pregnant or you're about to get pregnant, the first thing to do is for you to prepare ahead. You're going to control this bacteria in your mouth by using xylitol products, either xylitol toothpaste, or you can get xylitol crystal and then be making use of it by swishing it around your mouth. So you can get xylitol crystals and then end meals with it. Each time you finish eating something, your morning food, your afternoon food, your night food, before you go to bed, you put some of these crystals, xylitol crystals, in your mouth and swish it around your mouth. By so doing, you're going to minimize these bacteria, the bacteria that causes cavity. Now, if you already have a child and that baby has not grown teeth, you are very lucky. The thing to do is that as you clean your baby's mouth, normally we clean our baby's mouth. Normally we use a piece of cloth like this and then use it to clean our baby's mouth, even when they don't have teeth and their tongue. So now, if your baby don't have teeth yet, you are lucky enough. Just put a little pieces of okay, I'm going to show you how this xylitol looks like. When my children were toddler, I put I put a little amount of salt. I dissolve it in water and use it to clean their mouths when they don't have teeth yet. And even when teeth, like 1 or 2 teeth have come out, that is how I clean their mouths. So now, instead of using salt, you use xylitol. This is what I use for my children now. I put the xylitol inside container. This is xylitol crystal. Can you see that? This is how it looks like. So I dissolve it inside water. Okay, so you dissolve it inside water the way you dissolve put salt, and it tastes like sugar. It's just very sweet. So you can dip in. So you can dip in the clean clothes and wipe it over your baby's gum, and that will help to fight the bad bacteria that causes cavity, and then feed good bacteria. In human being, we have over 100 good bacteria in this our mouth, and it's good that we maintain them and feed them. Now, if your child has teeth already and there is no sign of cavity, also use xylitol. Find toothpaste that has xylitol, and that is what I'm using for my children now. We use toothpaste that has xylitol. In case you need it, I'll leave a link in the description of this video where you can get toothpaste that has xylitol, where you can buy from or where you can order. Now, that is the toothpaste I use for them. you can as well start to use that toothpaste for yourself and for your children, so that your children will not contact the cavity. Okay, now if your child is already having tooth decay or cavity, you're already seeing stains on their teeth, now you can start now, the earlier the best, to use xylitol to fight those bad bacteria. From my experience with my children, I have used this xylitol that I'm talking about to stop this cavity from progressing in my children's mouths. It is no longer progressing. The cavity has been arrested, and then my daughter is 2.5 years, and her teeth is still very intact. No stains, no mark for cavity, which I am using this xylitol to control it. Okay, how do I do that? I give her tiny pieces of xylitol, which she loves to enjoy. She's even right here licking the ones that is in the plate. So I give her this tiny pieces of xylitol and she licks it, and I encourage her to spit it out. But you know, children, they will always want to swallow, but I always have her spit it out. So by so doing, I have been able to stop the growth of this bacteria from her mouth, so which I am happy. Now, if you're a parent and you notice that your child is already having this cavity, probably you don't have it because it can be gotten from school. It can be gotten from school by sharing water or sharing sweets. You know how children can behave. They can lick lollipop and give to their friends, and their friends will lick, or even they can snatch it from their friends and lick. By licking a lollipop from a child that is already having cavity, they can as well contact the cavity, and that is why you should protect your baby from those bacteria by giving them tiny pieces of xylitol. So this is how to fight this bacteria that causes cavity, and it's so easy. Watch out this video here to learn how to teach your child how to close their mouth before they sleep, so that they will keep their mouth closed while they are sleeping, because opening mouth while sleeping also encourage bad bacteria and makes mouth dry and encourage problems of teeth. See you in my next video.